Welcome, my Sagittarius, to your monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel and this community. Introduce yourself down below. I love getting to know new folks. If you are a returning Sagittarius, comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Give me an update. I love getting to know everyone and keeping the conversation going. We are going to dive right in and use tarot and oracle today to see what messages are coming through for you at this time. So what messages does the universe have for my Sagittariuses? What do they need to know? Ooh, at this time, please. Thank you. Okay. Wow, you have a lot of cards. We've got Knight of Cups, Tower card at the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of changes happening around relationships, but also what you value, what you truly love from a heart space. We have Page of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Nine of Cups, more water, King of Cups, Cancer, but also more water. Shit, you guys, a lot of emotions running high here. The Magician, this has come out for I think almost all the fire signs. This is Virgo energy, Gemini 2, Mercury. Ace of Coins, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Eight of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. There is some sudden change here. It could be with relationships in your life, but I feel like it has to do with, I'm getting a lot of heart space energy, what you value, what you love, what brings you happiness. You got Judgment underneath that. There's something that's being revealed to you. A lot of energy here around relationships, receiving, giving love, taking care of yourself. I feel like in March, many of you are really starting to connect the dots. Some of you have been experiencing, I wanted to say like emotional hardships, but it's almost like, you know, when the ocean, you've got waves that come out and then they recede back. It's like that. You've had a lot of waves come out to you in the past several weeks and months that I'm sensing. Some of them have been the same, and these are messages telling you, okay, wave is coming in. Here's a message. Pay attention to this. Comes back out, another message. And some of you have been receiving and getting a lot of messages around the same themes about your relationships, honoring yourself. For what I'm feeling, this has to do with many that are trying to connect or find their soul, we'll just say soul connections. It's also to contentment, happiness, joy, and tapping into that. Some of you, I feel, are mixing things up. And that's part of the lesson in itself, learning discernment. There's an element here of perhaps like giving your heart away. Sometimes do you feel like you give your heart away to the wrong people, or you invest in people that you thought were for you but are not, that end up not being for you? And this could be any type of relationship, platonic or romantic. But the cards here are really saying for you, it's about time to boss up with your emotions. There's a sense of emotional maturity because we go from the Page to the King pretty quickly. So again, I feel like in March, and especially since we had Jupiter conjunct Chiron in Aries, there's a sense of, okay, it's time to look at myself. It's time to honor what I'm doing, and especially when it comes to healing any wounds in relationships, but also within ourselves and how we place that within these relationships. It's asking ourselves, I'm getting messages about the same things, especially when it comes to relationships, my own ability to have that open or perhaps a mature level of emotional capacity, right? The emotional quotient part. There may be some work around really connecting the dots with your emotions and the people around you. Because I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, especially since we have the Judgment card. We have Knight of Cups, Tower, and Judgment. I feel like all of a sudden you're going to find the truth about some people in your life, the people that you may have called friends, you're realizing no. And the people that may have wanted to be friends with you, you're giving up on them, or you're not seeing things for how they are. It's a weird energy. It seems inverse related. Some of you basically have been investing in people who you thought were the ones, romantic or platonic, friends, partners, and you're realizing now, like, wait a minute, I'm not getting that same investment back. And the people that may have tried to invest in you, you may have not given that same reciprocal emotion back. So here I feel in March, for many of you, you're going to really get curious and start traveling through with your emotions. There's a whole theme with the fire signs about emotions. You guys are getting very comfortable. You're being asked to get comfortable, curious, and acquaint yourself with your own emotional space, and asking yourself, what are your relationships teaching you right now, especially when it comes to yourself and your emotions, because relationships mirror things to you. Some of you, you're being asked to level up. There's a sense of emotional immaturity in some respect, where some of you have not been perhaps giving, or maybe have not been giving in a reciprocal way, or have been, I don't want to say breadcrumbs, but you may not be giving out what you're receiving. So be cognizant of that. Not everyone is like that. It could also be from relationships that are being mirrored to you. You are maybe entertaining relationships where people are not being reciprocal. They're one-sided, or they're not giving to you in the way that you want. And then we have here the Nine of Cups. And for me, the Nine of Cups is about really learning to discern, be discerning, but pour into yourself too. It's almost the middle point, almost. And then we have the King of Cups here, which is someone who has mastery over their emotions, not just within themselves, their own emotions, but also their emotions within relationships. So there's a whole, I feel like March is going to expose relationships to you, unravel things to you about other people, and also how you've how you've responded to these relationships as well. Okay, you guys have more. We have the Magician, Ace of Coins, Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of healing and learning here when it comes to relationships and beliefs. I feel like you are changing your values around people. Some of you are being asked to get very clear around your values too. And we have here Ace of Coins. So I don't know if I feel like there's going to be almost like a clean sweep of people. There could be a lot of people leaving your life, or you may just feel like you're not connecting to them anymore or resonating. And I feel like this is something that you're going to be calling in. Once you've reached that level of emotional mastery, you're going to call in people that are on your same frequency. I feel like this is going to be very different for many different Sages, because we have Page of Cups to King of Cups. Some of you are still, there's a whole spectrum here of emotional, we could say growth, maturity, development. And it's not a good or bad thing. It's simply where you're at in your journey, right? Some of you are learning and being asked to get comfortable with your emotions. Some of you are emotionally unavailable, and your relationships are reflecting that to you. And so again, wherever you have Sag in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, it's going to be different for everyone. I feel like many of you are asking, why don't I have people that are there for me? What's happening? You're being asked to take a look at your emotions and how you do relationships, because there's something too that's being reflected. If this is not the case and you are in that King of Cups energy where you're like, wait a minute, I have a high emotional quotient here, high level of emotional intelligence. Why am I still attracting people that are just breadcrumbing or not really there for me? That's also highlighting to you what you're putting up with. So this touches into worth again. Some of you are going to be updating your own values, realizing your worth as a result of this shift in relationships. Again, a lot of stuff is happening. And with the Judgment card, I feel like it's the universe telling you it's now or never. You need to decide. Up to this point, you've learned all these lessons. Because underneath that, we have the Four of Coins. So again, you've learned a lot of lessons to this point. There are issues of boundaries here of your value and worth. Because even if you've leveled up emotionally, if you are entertaining people that are not emotionally mature, that are not open, that are not vulnerable, you got to ask yourself why you're holding space for that. So again, there's a whole shift in belief systems as well with the Eight of Swords. I feel like many of you are going to be going through a massive transformation when you see the shifts and the changes in relationships around you. All types of relationships, I'll say. It's not just romantic or just platonic. Whatever is in your life, because some people are partnered up, some people are dating for a partner or partners, and some are really focused on their friends, family, work people. Once you focus on these belief systems that are holding you back, and you're asking, well, why am I putting up with this shit? It'll allow you to see the truth of how things really are, and also your role, because you're learning something here too. Okay, let's see what other messages the universe has for my Sagittarius, please, for this month. What else do my Sagittarius need to know? Some of you feel really tired. You may feel exhausted. You may feel overwhelmed and asking, like, why me? Why is this happening? As soon as you give the signal to the universe that you know that you've leveled up, it's not about proving anything. You can just say, I know exactly what it is this relationship is teaching me and what I'm learning. The universe will know that you've learned that. So if you're still having people come around, the same folks, you're going to find out. Again, the foundation in which some of your relationships have been growing on, it's been a faulty one. It's almost like when you build a house and there was a crack and no one checked it. And all of a sudden, a weak storm comes in, like a little raindrop and the house collapsed. It's that kind of energy. Some of you have built relationships on faulty foundations. The universe is cleaning it up right now. And it's not to make you feel like you did something wrong or lonely. It's to make sure, like, hey, we're about to move you up to the next level here. Are you ready? So if you're, again, still giving your time to people, even though you may have emotionally grown and you feel like, I'm at a good place, I'm open, I've been working on myself, doing my own inner work, but you're still attracting people, that's a reflection of you and your values. Oh, okay, we got two cards. I didn't see them fall. We got protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. This to me looks like Archangel Michael, and I think either Aries or Leo, if you have any strong placements, they got guardian angel card. And another one, a strong angelic presence. I think it was Aries. They got something about clear aliens, a gift opening up with their clear smelling. So you may also be sensing angelic presence around you, or calling in or wanting to work with a certain archangel or angels, guardian angels in general. You also have faraway places. Of course, you guys as a Sag would get this. Get ready for new horizons. I feel like right now, because again, no matter what we go through when it comes to relationships, even if we're the ones that end them or the other person, there's a sense of finality, a sense of loss, a sense of grief. And not a lot of people speak about it. It's important to grieve that and to cherish the relationship for what it was, to honor that season in our life and what we learned, and to walk away. I'm not saying if it was something that was traumatic or abusive to be like, you know, I give love to this. Fuck no. Use your discernment here. There are times when we've experienced that shit and we're like, you know what? I'm not ready to forgive or whatever. So again, it's going to come to everyone in different ways, in different relationships. No matter what, you're being asked to have faith. Everything is working out as it should. You are always protected no matter what. But I feel like, especially when you're going through any big relationship troubles and it seems like all your friends or all the people around you are just like falling down like dominoes, call on your angels for support. You can call on them for, I always say it like an angelic hug. They will make their presence known, and you can ask through scents, through flowers, through music, simply by an energetic hug. It'll be interesting if you have pets, pay attention, because I have angelic presence back there where half the light exists now, the other part died. My animals are always looking there, and there's a presence always available there. Faraway places. Many of you may be thinking of traveling, of trips. It could be local, or because you guys are ruled by the 9th house, Jupiter, maybe faraway places. Some of you may be looking to do new things, involving yourself in new activities, trying something different. Also knowing that you're going to meet more people and they're coming for you. They are aligning. So get ready. Get ready to explore these new opportunities. Again, you have it here. Get ready for new horizons. And remember, when things are wrapping up, when things seem to be like, why is everything crumbling? Remember, that's preparing you for the next chapter. Things are about to uncrumble. Literally, they're about to start. Okay. Oh, crap. Why does this happen? Hold on. You guys have 2 more cards in here. Shit. I was looking at the deck and you've got a couple more. You've got 4 more that are upright. Okay, whatever. I'm just like, how did I not see them? You have answering the call. The time is now. So pay attention. Some of you are, again, this is underneath the deck, especially with the Judgment card. You're being called to make a decision. There are people in your life. And also, this is tapping into your own intuition, your own emotional space, your heart space too. Tap into what you are feeling right now. And don't be afraid of it. Sometimes when there's emotions involved, we tend to either go toward it, like toward the light, or go far away from it. We avoid it. So this isn't about saying, okay, it's now time to cut out friends or keep them. This is more speaking to you. What are these relationship issues highlighting for you? Because they're highlighting where you're at in your own journey. Some of you need to put better boundaries. Some of you need to do inner work. And some of you need to actually open that door and say, you know what, I'm ready to start this journey. It's almost like cleaning out that aspect. You know, think of your emotions like a closet. Some of you, the door was cracked, but there's still dust in there. And the universe is like, open it up, clean it up, get in there. We got to feel those emotions. Others of you are like, yeah, when I have time. And the universe is like, that's it. Tower's coming. We're going to do all this, and that way you're going to have to feel your emotions. So again, you do have a semblance of choice here. You can continue to ignore these situations and pretend things are fine, or you can finally say, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to bring balance in my life. You have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. There's a sense of travel here. Some of you you're being called to change something in your life. It could come to your own personal mission, your soul path. It could be part of your job too. Many people equate the two. They could be very distinct too. Some people have everyday jobs that have nothing to do with what they really love, and vice versa, whatever. But you're being called to really listen to your soul right now. For some of you, that's going to entail traveling, going on a pilgrimage, a retreat, or this could be also on an inner plane. You've got the Magician here too, right? Ooh, there we go. And that's Mercury led. So some of you up here, you're being called to go into an internal transformative journey within your mind, right? Mindset, shifting your beliefs. View from above, get the big picture. This is more a soul lesson card, I always feel. Everything that's happening to you, especially when we get tower moments, because towers tend to be more external. That's the universe saying it's time for a change. Things are going to be shifting. Sometimes we don't expect it, but I always know we get signs about it. And some of us are just like, eh. And that's okay. But there's something big here. This is why it's happening. I feel for many of you, it's to uplevel your emotional capacity, your mindset, to start sweeping away mindsets that don't serve you, and to start working on those mindsets that you want to attain and believe and integrate. Finally, we have valiant courage. Take action with passion. There's a sense of movement. Do you notice that? Movement, travel with you all. Some of you are ready to make, for me, some of this doesn't have to necessarily mean physical travel, like vacation, holidays. It can mean ready to start something brand new, which could look foreign to some people, right? Whenever we do something different, that's not something we've ever done. It is brand spanking new. It could be scary as hell. But again, you're being asked to start listening to what you really want. We have to take those risks. Sometimes we have to take risks or we don't have a backup plan. I remember when I resigned from a toxic job in November 2020, I had no backup plan, but it was either my mental health, which was deteriorating quickly, or hanging in. And I'm like, I can't, I had to resign. And things just started following. I'll just say, the more that I just stepped into what I was being called, things started to unravel for me. In that same vein, again, use your discernment. I'm not telling you to do what I do in any way. You got to follow your own path, your own heart, but you're being guided to start stepping into what it is that you're being called to and making those changes possible. Some of you are being held back by your friends, and you're around people that are, no other way to put it, their energies are dragging you down. And so you need to recheck that and ask yourself why you are with people. Because sometimes in this journey, we are going to be alone. When I say that, it doesn't mean you're going to be the sole creature and there's no one around you. You're always supported by your spiritual team. There are always beings around you, energies around you. But sometimes for a while, we may not have that many friends around. We may be in transition. We may be focused on ourselves. And it's during those times when we find ourselves in that liminality with connections, that's the perfect time where you're being asked, time to do your inner work. You're getting ready to level up here. Ooh. We got 3 cards. We got last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. This is what the universe, right? At the bottom of the deck, we got this. This is what's happening. Scorpio energy, similar to Leo's. Theirs was focused on their emotional. Aries and Leo was also focused on their emotions and really opening up that closet, in particular Leo. Some of you need to dig deep and really confront any emotions, any vulnerabilities that you've been afraid of. For some, it could be about intimacy because we have a focus on relationships here. Some of you are being called to assess your own emotions and to also figure out why you are putting up with people that may not be where you're at in terms of your own growth. We got Go Wild, full moon in Leo, and last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. So for me, this energy is about being the leader of your own life. And you got that here, valiant courage and following your bliss. There's an element here of doing things, going forward, even if you're scared. Because courage and bravery, they are pursued, and we are in pursuit of them despite feeling that fear, right? We still do it. And that's going to help you build confidence, and also you're about to step into a new direction in your life. Reflecting on your priorities here. Again, we've got Aquarius, which, you know, the house focuses on communities, groups, friendships. So there is a theme here in March for you on relationships, especially your wider network. And some of you, again, have to ask yourself, what do I value right now and what's important to me? I sense there's some energies here that around you that the universe may be trying to clear, but the universe is also giving you an option like, hey, you have the choice point. We're going to do this. Tower's coming in regardless, but you have an opportunity to continue this or to actually acknowledge what you need to learn here. So it's an energy of no more hiding out. What other messages does the universe have for my Sagittarius, please? What do they need to know? Thank you. We have 15, which reduces to a 6. Love your shadow. We are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are and do the same with others. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. Yep, you're getting ready. You're being called. This is sacral chakra. Ooh, why did I say sacral chakra? Solar plexus. Leo got a strong emphasis on solar plexus too. But again, you guys are being called to step into your own leadership, into leading your life, taking charge of your life, not allowing the waves to just toss you around like driftwood, to actually take that driftwood and be like, you know what, I'm done with seeing the same piece of driftwood. I am taking this, throwing it away, and we are going. And so some of you, again, with the mindset and the beliefs that are coming up, you're being asked to do some shadow work, but also get acquainted to what it's coming up, to what's coming up for you and how you're feeling. Because sometimes the things that we see in people, the shadows, the way people mirror, what they mirror to us, we have them as well. Or there's something there, we may need to learn the reciprocal of them, right? If we see something, or we constantly say, I hate that person, we may be learning and being taught how to love, how to have compassion. So just think about it in your connections, because again, your theme here is all about relationships. Love your own shadows. We're going to grab some advice now from the archangels and see what they want you to know right now. This one went flying. Let's get some additional guidance and advice from the universe here. Thank you. What guidance advice does the universe have for my Sagittariuses? Thank you. We've got 3 of these. And then let's grab some spirit animal wisdom. What guidance advice do these spirit animals have for my Sagittarius, please? Okay, let's go again. Oh, no, we got one. There we go, and let me grab some tarot cards. Okay, what advice does the universe have, please, for my Sagittariuses? Thank you. Of course, you guys have quite a few messages. We've got 3 of Wands for your advice. Aries, Leo, Sag, this is fire energy. Can you see it? Yes. That damn ring light is causing glares. We have 10 of Coins, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. 2 of Coins, more Earth. And the Sun card, Leo energy. Again, some of you may want to check the Leo reading out. It's similar in terms of the emotions. All the fire signs have strong focus on relationships and emotions. Again, with the 3 of Wands, 10 of Coins, you're being guided by the universe to go after balance, to regain balance, to move away from anything that is not serving you at this time energetically. It's okay to observe, but after that, you have to make a choice, right? That's the judgment that you got at the bottom of the deck. Do I stay here or do I go? And many of you are being guided, go towards stability. You will find stability, but it's you know that saying when they say your external reality is a reflection of your internal reality. So if you find yourself surrounded by a lot of flaky people, people that don't support you, you got to ask yourself why. And some of you may need to work on your own personal, like internal security and safety and what that means to you. That also stems from your value system. I get a lot of Taurus energy here with these 2 cards in particular, because I feel like there's stability here with the 2 of Coins. There's some type of stabilizing precept that's needed, that's being called within you. I feel like some of you may be feeling like things around you, there's so much happening. Your relationships may be a key focal point for you, but it's not bringing you the balance, the harmony. It's internal that you are seeking. Again, this is a focus for you to move towards more stability and security, and it's going to start with yourself first. But I feel like this is a positive direction. You got a lot of beautiful energy with Leos here. So this is about starting with yourself first, and that is going to emanate out what it is that you are wanting in relationships. Your Archangel card, we have Archangel Dorenka. Hone your psychic abilities, see through illusion. We got bats. Some of you may relate to bats, but I also feel like this speaks to energy vampires around you. Some of you need to become and really get clear with how you're feeling, but your discernment is off. Some of you, again, are putting in energy in people that you're not trusting your intuition on. And so this may be the lesson in itself. You got to trust yourself. Not everyone is for you. Sometimes we're like, ooh, this person seems really cool. And sometimes we neglect other relationships for another relationship, and we realize, wow, this person wasn't who I thought it was or who I thought they were. Again, like we have here, and there was something else here. Reveal what needs to be seen. And also the Tower card and the Knight of Cups. I feel like the universe is going to show you very quickly, and then over the next several weeks, months, depending on, everyone is on different timelines, you're going to know who your people are and who you can trust and who's really there for you. So pay attention, because bats, they see things others don't. This could be a spirit animal of yours, but bats are very instinctual, very psychic. Sometimes you know things without explaining them, and you're being guided to trust that. Some of you are perhaps romanticizing certain connections or always looking at the good. No one is perfect, but this also isn't about demonizing anyone. It's simply about acknowledging what is really there. So really, this is a card that's really encouraging you to trust yourself. So this may mean working on your crown chakra. You may want to take some time for meditation and grounding, because that creates a clear channel for you to receive your own psychic and intuitive guidance. We also have, for your self-care oracle, we've got 18, which reduces to a 9, dance. We have 22, energy work. And we have 49, which reduces to a 13, which reduces to a 4. Spend time with friends. Ironically, look at this. So first, again, something may be off balance for you. We've got the sacral chakra came up here. You see that? Here and here. Some of you may benefit from cleansing your auric energetic field, your home. I feel that this also has to do with people around you, because we absorb other energies, and we also obviously create energetic cords with others. Some people may be taking from you, and energies around you may be dragging you down. Family, friends, partnerships, whatever you're in, this is all relationships. Some people that you're hanging around, you're absorbing their energy, and some of you may not be able to distinguish that. Dancing is a wonderful way to transmute that energy. I would say any workout, any movement. Put your favorite music on, move. It doesn't matter what you look like. It's just about moving that energy. Flap your arms, your wings, move, whether it's healing, loud, whatever music. Both of these really point to the fact of moving that energy. You want to clear any blockages. You want to try to maintain those chakras, right? And I feel like throughout the day, throughout the week and seasons that we're in, chakras aren't always going to be 100% aligned, but we can do our best to maintain a clear channel, right? But this is too about energy management. Some of you are being asked to cleanse energies and people from your life. And we see the like lotus sitting position. So some of you also may need to meditate as well, or simply connect with yourself. And again, we have spend time with friends. So you've got a huge focus here on friendships, Aquarius energy, and the whole theme, like I mentioned, throughout your reading. Yours and Leo's have been the longest reading so far, but I felt like there's a lot to say here. Some of you are finding out who your real people are and who aren't. And some of you have not acknowledged that because of past limiting beliefs. Some of you are still living in the past while in current relationships, so be cautious of that. And we have your spirit animal wisdom, Wolf, Pathfinder. Aries got this too. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So we get that famous lone wolf saying, but as I've learned recently through some wolf experts, wolves, they live in packs, but sometimes when they're not part of that pack, for whatever reason, and I'm saying this in a metaphorical sense, that's the time where we need to work on ourselves, where we need to get clear on what's happening. Wolves may also alert you too, that there's some people around you that you, kind of like the bat energy, trust your instincts, be careful, because not everyone around you has your best interests at heart. And only you will know that. And I feel like many of you have felt that, but you're not trusting yourself. You are doubting yourself. Trust that first inkling. I used to doubt myself too, and I'll say the more I started being consistent around 5 years ago, I started trusting myself. And sometimes I wouldn't know why, but I would meet people and I'm like, there's something about this person that's off. I don't know why, even though to everyone else they seem amazing. And I'm like, nope, there's something weird about it. And my intuition was always right. And so this is to say to trust yourself, because what you're feeling is guiding you. So some of you are seeing bats and wolves. Any other animals? We have deer right here. We've got an eagle, maybe a hawk, horses. Yeah, we got 2 horses. To me, the horses and the deer are also about taking leadership of your life and also freedom. Any other animals? We've got a dragon. A lot of transformation coming and balancing out. Some of you are being asked, you're being shown to people that need to go, but only you can make that decision. We got lion, leadership, bravery, and then bunny, which speaks to fertility and abundance, luck as well. Any other animals? And we've got a dog, which speaks to loyalty, also friendship. My Sages, I hope this reading has helped someone out there in the abyss. Comment down below if this reading provided any insights, if it helped in any way, if it resonated. I would love to hear from you. I would also love it if you could help support me in this channel. Hit the thumbs up button, like this, and also subscribe, join our wonderful community as we're growing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a beautiful March. Take care.